Hi, this is Dan Collins, live from the Las Vegas Traders Expo. I'm joined here with Jay Soloff. Did I say that again?
Yes,
right? I got
that's
it right. All right. We were just talking about the complex option strategies and volatility. And one thing we've seen in the last couple of days is not only the last couple of days, the last couple of months. We had a huge correction in October. The Dow lost 600 points yesterday.
Yep.
So we've gone from a period where we had this long multi-year period where the VIX had remained months at a time in, from 12 and below, to now some increased volatility. People, especially people new to the markets, may have never lived through an extended volatile period.
Right.
Jay, talk about how people have to approach their strategy, especially complex option strategies that have so many different legs, how they need to approach that in a different way when we're in a more volatile period.
Yeah, great question and great point, because volatility is, particularly in 2018, we've had more volatility than what we've seen in a long time, and you went through all of 2017 with almost no spikes in the VIX, and we've already had a major dislocation in February, and we've had October, which has just been crazy volatility. I mean, last year it was the target manager who started a fund selling volatility, because it was so easy to make money selling volatility, and now all those people are not trading volatility anymore because they got, destroyed in February, if not then this past month. And the key is that, there's two parts. One is that you want to have defined risk no matter what the situation. You never want to just assume that these tail events aren't going to happen, right? Because they'll come out of nowhere. So one, I think you always want to be prepared for risk. But two, it's very easy to tighten your risk with options. Like, let's say we were talking about complex spreads like an iron condor. Well, if you're worried about risk, then you can go farther out on your spreads. You can go tighter on your wings, what's called tighter, to where your risk is lower. So, I mean, there are different ways you can adjust it, and you can also just I like to keep, in my trading strategies, sometimes I'll just put on a general index hedge or a general volatility hedge and just leave that on, even though I know that it's probably going to lose money most of the time, but it counteracts some of our other trades when something crazy happens. People much rather have that security blanket.
Yeah. And you speak about crazy, it seems very odd that people lost money through these VIX strategies and this low volatility. This is a product, and it should be used by most people to be able to hedge risk. Something bad happens,
right?
Not to earn money, because in kind of short vol strategies,
right.
Short vol strategies work, and except the danger is if you can't expect to make the same amount of money when you're in a low volatility strategy. Right. You have to acknowledge that you're not going to make as much money, and perhaps look at different strategies that will profit in a higher vol environment.
Right. I mean, I think options are about finding the I don't know, mispricing is not the right word, but finding the imbalances. So sometimes, a lot of times, that imbalance is volatility is overpriced, and so you're selling it. That's what happened through most of 2017. But in 2018, in a lot of cases, volatility was actually underpriced compared to what was going on in the market. So that's a situation where you should potentially be buying, or at least sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah, and that's truly the great thing about options, isn't it? Because you can define a position on how you want to take advantage of it. Right. So I think you might have mentioned, every time you open up opportunity somewhere, it's risk there, which is great as long as you know it.
Right.
You know where you're seeing your opportunity and where your risks are.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you.
Right. This has been Dan Collins with Jay Soloff live from Las Vegas Traders Expo.